Mr President, next February, the Rotary Club of Orange will play host to the 2023 Banjo Paterson Australian Poetry Festival. Further details about this are available from Orange Rotary, and I suggest everyone get involved. To celebrate and promote this fact, Mr President, and as a bit of present to you and to other members of this place, particularly the Honourable Mick Veitch and the clerk, David Blunt, I offer the following, a former entrant to that competition.
Here we go, he's got poetry.
I got an uninvited letter from this fancy sort of fella. Said he met me out at Forbes and I was shearin. Well, I don't know, but I suppose it was that flashy city cove who kept yapping in me ear without me hearing. You see, the shed was full of noise like the swearing of the boys as they dragged another wether across the board, the screaming of the press and the machine up overhead that would chatter every time we'd pull the cord. Then at lunch he'd flap his gums, we'd block our ears up with our thumbs as we tried to get some rest from work and heat. But he'd roll off whats and whys, he was annoying as the flies that would dance across the rancid food we'd eat. That was a while ago, and now I've got a job moving some cows up near Winton where the drought is 4 years deep. It's a slow and dying mob, and it's a bugger of a job, but I was sick to bloody death of shearing sheep. I got a parcel in the post and a letter with the most precise and finest writing that you'd ever see. There are other little bits like some yarns and worthy clips from the rag at Forbes my mate had sent to me. So I did not have to reply. My mate had told this guy I'd gone to Queensland droving and he did not know where. This suited me just fine. I'd not the patience nor the time to answer all the questions that he had in there. He asked about the bushfolk I had met and what it was like to set up camp underneath the stars and how bright they glimmered. He wondered if I'd sung a song as I poked the mob along and if I'd described the sound made by a river. Well, this bloke is bonkers mad, of course, and I told this to my horse, who's the only one up here worth talking to. The food is quite displeasing and the nights are dead set freezing and the river's been dry for a year now, going on 2. I'd like to trade with him, I'd say. Give this droving game away. Get a cruisy office job down in the city. There'd be no more flies and no more dust and no more sweat to make a crust, and I'm told the girls down there are extra pretty. Oh, those city lights, they beckon. I'd have a grand old time, I reckon, as I strutted like a rooster down the street. With my simple country charm, I'd have a bird under each arm. Just think of all the people I could meet. And with the ease to get around, just catch a bus or tram downtown, head off to the beach or maybe see a show. Get a cute and cosy flat, a little garden out the back where tomatoes, herbs and other plants might grow. I'd get my pen pal here a job, riding tail behind the mob as they stumbled over spinifex and plains. Cold nights, hot days and flies, dust grating at his eyes as he searches the horizons for the rains. In a flash I'd swap my friend, him in saddle, weeks on end, as I sit comfortable behind the office desk. But I know that dream will never come. This life was never meant for some, and I doubt the cloth from which he's cut would pass the test.